It might be in our broom cupboard, but someone's just brought you. Look, well, it could be Bacardi and Coke.
Well,
there. Let's hope there's no alcohol in that.
Nice little Diet Coke there, lovely, yeah.
The game is underway.
Yeah, and I mentioned obviously our setup and how do we go and press them, their back line as well. Be interesting to see Ipswich. Will they come after us and press us high like Newcastle did last week, didn't they? The likes of Almiron and Joe Linton, Isaacs pressing, not giving us too much time on the ball at the back. Will Ipswich be similar at home, as we say, going well? They'll be confident, I think, try and dominate the ball themselves.
Real interesting one, this one, for the whole division. Elise involved early and clears it, but only as far as a blue shirt. Buildup gets it for Sunderland. Thinks about a run and goes back. The only change in the starting 11.
Yeah, just in there, he's done well there. Yeah, just secure the ball. It looked like he was going to, try and make a forward run. No support for him. Just retain the ball early on, get a feel for it. Try and take the sting out of the crowd. Get a few passes in.
Ballard just waits for Caden Jackson to get near.
Well, I think he was waiting for Anthony Patterson actually to come and claim it, which I think he should have done really. If he's on the front foot there, the ball was obviously making its way into the box, and Dan Ballard's just saying to his keeper, come and take it off, mate. But yeah, you see that setup. I don't know who set us up in perhaps a 4-2-3-1, but it's almost a 4-4-2 really, isn't it? A 4-2-4 with that front four pressing. Alex Pritchard, you see up there alongside Job, helping him out.
George Edmondson. The ball's played forward. It's a hopeful ball. Tried that out a few times already. Elise is going to be busy on that left-hand side.
Well, I was going to say, it's interesting. You're right. They've tried it a couple of times already, and you fancy Adji Elise up against Wes Burns to win the majority of those raking passes coming over that left-hand side.
Almost putting themselves into a bit of bother there, but they're very confident in possession, are Ipswich. Up through the middle. Jackson lays it off. Broadhead, of course, had a great record on loan at Sunderland in League One.
Yeah, good player, Nathan. I like him. He's sharp. He's always busy and on the move, isn't he? Obviously, fortunate goal at the Stadium of Light, wasn't it? Big deflection. Or am I doing him a disservice? Was he on his toes? Did he direct it in the other corner? Only Nathan knows at the end of the day. But no, he's a good player. Scores different types of goals.
Ball broke for Jack Clarke, his first touch there. He'll be hoping to perform this afternoon. Jack Taylor gets it back. Can't get past Ekwar. He uses Job. Bar gets a free kick. Edmondson too strong in the challenge on Bar.
We were up a bit of a cul-de-sac there as well, and Edmondson a little bit rash, wasn't he? Allows us out of that tight area. Free kick.
Clarke lets it run to Pritchard.
Yeah, as I said there before the game when they were coming out for the lineups there, Alex Pritchard's key, isn't he, for us, I think, in terms of if we're going to come out of this with a victory, really. Get him on the ball, he's busy, bright, gets around the pitch, tries to dictate play for us.
There's Elise right in front of Michael Beale. Clarke. Past Davis, but goes back and keeps possession for Sunderland. About 2,000 Sunderland fans have sold out that away end. Incredible support once again by the Sunderland fans. Daniel threading the ball through for Abdullah Bar. Pritchard now. Pritchard's gone for one.
Well, I think he did, yeah, because he's got a bit of time and space. He looks up, there's nobody in the middle, is there? No option for him to fizz a cross in. Just see it back now. Takes up a lovely little position. It's good link-up play, actually, playing through Ipswich. And then there, Abdullah Bar's out wide. He's got Trey Hume on the overlap, but just look in the box. Jack Clarke's outside the far post. Job's edge of the box. He's got nobody in the middle to try and pick out. And in the end, he pulls the trigger.
Job pressing. Wolfenden. We're back to Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, I think going back a couple of seasons, I'm sure Caden Jackson got sent off against us actually in League One. Do you remember it was around just outside the box? I think he was a little bit late on one of the centre backs and picked up an early red card, I think.
Jack Clarke somehow gets it through to Alex Pritchard, then Job helps it on. Looking for Lise.
Yeah, he's done well.
Well, Lise has got the ball here for Sunderland. He's inside the area. Can he pull it back for a red and white shirt? It does come back to Job, but it's saved.
Yeah, his body's back on the line as well, isn't it?
Sunderland still have possession here. In from Hume.
Ball. Oh.
Lise just couldn't meet it with his head.
Yeah, do you know what he does really well there, Adji Lise? It's almost, he shows Clarke that perhaps I'm not interested in it, and then he thinks he's seen it out of play, and all of a sudden he comes alive. Adji Lise picks his pocket. Difficult one for Job, isn't it? Edge of the box, really, and you can see there, yes, the keeper makes the save. There's 4 or 5 blue shirts back on the line as well, helping out, and sort of bouncing to him as well, isn't it? Job. And scramble it clear in the end, Ipswich, but it's been a good start from Sunderland.
Ballard. Lise hooks it back into the danger area. Wolfenden. An opportunity here for Wes Burns. He's got down this right-hand side. He puts a lovely ball across, and that was only a few centimetres away from Jackson's
at the far
foot.
post. Yeah, warning signs, isn't it? He's got to be careful, Adji. I know he's been involved and he's had that run, hasn't he, a few minutes ago, getting forward, but just there, open himself up, he doesn't. And he's quick, Wes Burns. Gets there, Adji's got to put the burners on. Gets a yard on him, it's a lovely ball in. He knows he's got to fizz it because it's a tight corridor between Luke O'Nien and Anthony Patterson. You see there, can't quite get on the end of it.
It's a brilliant cross from Wes Burns.
Yeah.
Someone who's always impressed you, Danny.
Well, I was saying there, yeah, he's got 3 goals he's got. I'm not sure in terms of how many assists, but keeps going down that right hand side. You know, say with Jack, similar for us on that left. He loves playing out on this right, bombing forward, putting balls in the box, and he's a handful throughout the game. There we go, stole it again.
Ekwa just couldn't find Dan Neil, and Burns picks it up. Just too much on that one.
Yeah, that's where we've got to be tidy on those transitions there, the turnovers. We do well, actually, because you can see Ipswich, they want to pop it into those midfielders in Taylor and Travis.
How close this one was.
Yeah. Yeah, as I say, he's quick. King Jackson, I've had a spell with him, you know, a few years back now at Grimsby when he come on loan and plays on the shoulder, off the mark, he's sharp. So those two at the back got to be on their game.
He's Pierre Ekwa for Sunderland. Abdullah Bar. Trey Hume.
Yeah, just in there, I think Abdullah Bar, what I'd like to see him, he's naturally right-footed and he keeps coming inside on his left. I think there, have a look at Leif Davis. I think he's been out the team for a couple of weeks. I'm not sure if he's had an injury or certainly hasn't played, but knock it past him, show him you know, you've got a bit of intent about you and have a run at him.
Intercepted there by Clarke. Pritchard gets it back for Sunderland. Ekwa to Bar. Find Pritchard.
Yeah, it's got to be tidy there. Trey Hume's making the run past him as well there. He's got to make sure he secures the ball.
Dan Ballard.
That's a good start from Sunderland, though. As I say, 10 minutes on the clock, and in terms of possession, but confidence back in the lads, you see, after that defeat against our rivals at the weekend.
Jack Clarke. Burns getting back and doubling up with Clarke. On Clarke. Ryan. Find Pritchard, who's just shoved off the ball there by Wolfenden. Ballard. Zekwa. Too much on that from Bart. He's trying to find Pritchard.
Yeah, see what he's looking for there. Little overs from Alex Pritchard and the give and go. And see Abdullah just take care on the pass. See what they do, Ipswich, when they're in possession. They go to that back three, don't they? I think it's Leif Davis on the far side. The left back pushes really high, and Wolfenden becomes that centre player of the back three.
Goes all the way back to Clarke.
That's good shape from Sunderland, though. You see they're compacting, they're not allowing Ipswich. You know what they want to do, play into those midfielders. Both Job and Alex Pritchard rotation, you see there, one's pressing, one drops back in and getting around it. Now they've managed to get through this time.
Spin through the middle there, but
away.
Goes to nothing.
Yeah, a few loose passes on the Ipswich early on. A couple on this right-hand side.
Taylor and Travis playing as the defensive midfielders.
Yeah, the two sort of
there.
anchors really in there. Yeah, they've got to try and dictate play for them, and I think you can see Kieran McKenna there. A little bit unsettled, isn't he, with the start from his side? Albeit they've probably had the best chance, haven't they? I know Job had that one there, but that one there, Caden Jackson, just ahead of him.
Kieran McKenna, of course, is really impressed in his time at Ipswich. His first proper coaching role. Of course, he did have an assistant's job at Manchester United, but prior to that, it was all youth football.
Yeah, it was both himself and Michael Carrick, wasn't it? Assistants, I think, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well at United, and yeah, both done well in their first jobs.
It's well played there by Job in the middle. He can't find a Sunderland shirt at the end of it. Did the hard work.
He did, yeah. See what he's looking for. Just trying to thread it into Dan Neil. Ipswich get a foot in again.
Sunderland pressing again.
You know, mentioned Wes Burns, haven't we? How much of the ball has he seen? Other than that, I don't think he's touched the ball, has he? He's had a couple of balls clipped across the pitch to him, which Adji Elise's dealt with.
Stopped there easily by Dan Neil. Ekwa, lovely turn in the middle of the park, and then is dispossessed. And here comes Ipswich. This is Wes Burns. Pulls one across.
Block.
They're queuing up.
Two good blocks in there.
Still not clear. Someone reluctant to try and get it out somehow.
Finally get a free kick.
Finally get a free kick. The referees helped them out.
Yeah, and I think that's almost some Pierre Ekwa in recent weeks for me. Yeah, lovely turn, wasn't it? A little pirouette getting out of there, but then takes too long on the ball. A couple of times last week against Newcastle, got caught on it. Can't play the game at his own pace. Got to move the ball on when it's frantic. And then the lads back there, centre-backs, good blocks in there. Luke O'Nien with the first one, then Dan Ballard helping him out. Ball's bobbling about in there. It comes again to Wes Burns, cut back. A little bit of panic in there, and finally we get the free kick. You see it back from this angle now as this one's pulled back. Luke there, Anthony Patterson, Dan Ballard as well. That's what you want to see from your centre-backs, committed.
Well, Ipswich fans will feel that Jack Taylor should have done better from that position.
Possibly, yeah. I don't think he caught it clean when you've seen it back from that one. Maybe straight down the throat of Anthony Patterson in behind Luke O'Nien as well. But saying there, didn't I just say in a moment or so before that, Wes Burns, he hasn't seen much of the ball other than that, but been involved in their 2 best opportunities of the game so far.
Yeah, they certainly look dangerous tonight, Ipswich Town. Here on SAFC Live, we're broadcasting around the world. And we'll be back in the sports bar for the post-game programme, where we're joined by Sunderland supporters this evening. Bar cuts it out. Possession goes back to Taylor. Jackson releases Wes Burns. And again he gets a decent cross in. Big challenge on the edge. Referee waves it away, and Abdullah Bar will try and break for Sunderland. Puts it behind Alex Pritchard.
Yeah, again, it's got to be tidier on those turnovers. Abdullah Bar, he's had 2 or 3, hasn't he? No, I think he gets a bit of the ball there, Jobs. Good tackle. And there now, got to be tidy. Drive forward, secure the ball. Again, similar. Ipswich been sloppy at times, haven't they? They've had a couple of good moments, but on those switches of play, there's 3 or 4 gone out of play on either side of the pitch.
Clarke almost playing it to himself there. Bit of a gap at the top end of the field for Sunderland. Occupied now as they get numbers forward here, Danny.
Yeah, Job just dropping a little bit deep at this moment in time. Say a moment or 2 ago there, made a great challenge, didn't he? Edge of his own box, just getting a breather, I think. But yeah, you've got to have somebody occupying those centre-backs, really. So you've got both players, to say Alex Pritchard as well, likes to drop in, as we know. That rotation's got to be there. Go and occupy them. Don't let them have an easy ride all afternoon, the centre-halves.
We're just enjoying a little spell of possession here. Elise goes back to Dan Ballard. It's lovely there from Dan Neil. Pritchard. Jack Clarke against Harry Clarke. As Burns is back there helping. Again, Sunderland to squander possession, but it's the right kind of movement they're doing.
Do you know, it's a strange one, isn't it? Because we're having good spells of the ball where we are passing it quite well, and then it's just that last one, that last pass, really. It's a little bit loose, both sides of the pitch, and both teams as well are at it.
Well, both sides know exactly what they need to do if they want to improve on their league position. Ipswich out of the top 2, Sunderland out of the playoff positions at the moment. From Broadhead. Intercepted there by Trey Hume.
Yeah, I just think as well, obviously, Michael Beale, the change he's made, bringing Abdullah Bar in, as you look at it, if they'll just have a look at this attack for a moment.
Possible opportunity here for Ipswich Town. Well,
yeah, didn't quite catch it, did he? Jackson stuck under his feet a little bit there. Good build-up play from Ipswich, though, work it well from the throw in. We've got to get tighter there, though. There. Chaplin, when he's involved, he's good around the box.
Good presence from Luke O'Nien.
I think he wants a corner there. Yeah, I was just saying, Michael Beale perhaps looking at it and thinking, well, looking at what we played last week and seeing it back, and you know, you see the heat maps, nobody in that sort of quarter of the pitch up against Dan Burn too often in the game. Alex Pritchard wants to play in the pitch, doesn't he? Nobody wants to play on that right-hand side. And you've got Patrick Roberts in the treatment room, that's his natural role out there, and perhaps the next one in line is Abdullah Bar. We've seen him play there this season, and he's done well at times when he's been out there. He had a bit of a loose start to the game this afternoon.
Here he is. He's wearing a Sunderland shirt despite being surrounded by blue ones. He's Dan Ballard. And Ulisse looking forward. Sunderland's passing let them down again. minutes played. We haven't seen a corner yet.
Well, you could have a highlight reel at half-time of all the balls getting played out of play from both teams.
Travis, Clarke, Wolfenden. Ipswich trying to go through the gears here, but they're stopped by Sunderland. Just say, as much as Sunderland are breaking down in possession, they are breaking up the play.
Yeah,
from
they are
Ipswich
doing as well. Yeah, they're nicking it well in their own half, around the halfway line. 3 or 4 times we've done it so far in the game. And it's just that next phase in the game, isn't it? Really driving forward, getting Jack and Barr on the ball and driving forward themselves at the fullbacks. Haven't seen it too much so far. Say so far as well, we haven't seen anything Nathan Broadhead, have we?
Not much. Got 10 goals in the league and 15 league appearances for Sunderland on that loan spell. Michael Beale just on the edge of his technical area there, encouraging his side. There he is. Into the middle, looking for Jackson. This is Travis. Opening up, is it? So we can get it back. He's Barr. Ekwar.
A little bit more movement ahead of the ball as well. See those times where we are managing to steal it off Ipswich. Nobody really running in behind. Something I always say, don't I? We play in front of teams too often. We've got to have willing runners just to stretch it a little bit more.
These two sides have met 57 times. Both won 24 games. In those games has been 9 draws.
It's good from Agilise.
Looks like we're going to see the first yellow card as well. I think it's Harry Clarke.
Yeah, it was, yeah. It's a good take from Joe. Lovely players, say Agilise, a little give and go. And see it back. Let's have a look. Do you know what? I think it's a harsh yellow card, I've got to be honest. Is it possibly a free kick? Yes, but I think it's a yellow card is a little bit harsh from the referee.
Referee is Sam Allison. He's joined by his assistants Alex James and Robert Merchant. The fourth is John Busby. Sam Allison made history a couple of weeks ago. The first black referee since Uriah Rennie to referee a game in the top flight. So he's a good referee. Perfect for the occasion. Popped over the top, looking for Job, who brings it down well. Pritchard looking for Jack Clarke. Deflection.
Does as well, gets a deflection. The keeper, I think, gets it with his legs, doesn't he? But just as I'm saying there, somebody make it run in behind. There we go. Clarke goes all the way with Job, and you see the bottom of your picture. Jack's got acres, and we work it out to him, and it's right there for him to hit first time. And yeah, keeper's going to his left-hand side. Does it come off Clarke? I think it does it? Yeah, a little brush maybe on his studs. Keeper gets there with his legs.
Just like to go for that far side.
Yeah.
Ball's wide open on the right-hand side of Vaclav Ladaki. Pritchard pushing his luck, I think, from the corner spot. Luco 9 has got 2 blue shirts around him.
Yeah, just be careful. Referee keeping an eye on that one. Caden Jackson up against Luco 9. Wolfenden as well. Arms around him.
goals arriving, speed and power. He didn't get anywhere near it. Clarke got the first contact, Ekwar the second. Barr trying to get his foot in, keep it alive for Sunderland. He has. Barr's inside the penalty area here. He's still going, Abdullah Barr. Jack Clarke with a shot. Oh, yes!
There it is. What a hit. Jack Clarke, and yeah, Abdullah Barr said on that far side, in and out of the game, been a little bit loose with his passing, but there picks up the ball, drives inside on his left foot, and just squares it for Jack Clarke to come onto it. It pops up off Jack, but his next touch, what a touch it is, smashes it past the goalkeeper. 1-0 Sunderland.
You've got to give a lot of credit to Abdullah Barr there. He kept it alive.
Yeah, he does it. Takes control of the situation there, doesn't he, up against Clarke. Got the runner on the overlap there, Job just opens up for him to drive into. A little bit of skill there, goes past a couple, squares it, and you see that just sits up for Jack, hits it on the half volley. And we see the keeper gambled a moment or two ago up against Jack Clarke, and that one there, absolutely no chance. Bang, 13th goal of the season.
Look at that. I think it even goes straight down the middle of the goal. It's just got too much pace in it for the goalkeeper.
Yeah. He's down
Lad
there
keeps
and
on the
launches the
ground,
keeper,
isn't
isn't he?
he?
Yeah.
He's got his lucky hairband on today.
Lucky hairband in there, it is indeed.
One thing that's been consistent with Sunderland this season is Jack Clarke's goals. 13 from a winger.
Yeah, not a bad return, is it?
I have to go into the history books to see when the last time that was matched.
Obviously, you got Whittaker, haven't you, down at Plymouth, isn't it? I think he scored again this afternoon.
He did,
14, I think he's on as well. So, yeah, similar type of player, but on the opposite side with the left foot. But Jack, yeah, disappointed last week for him. You see, he was trying. The harder he tried, just things wouldn't come off for him. Frustrating afternoon, but he'll be absolutely delighted to be back amongst the goals this afternoon.
Good persistence from Sunderland on that goal. It was good first contact after the ball broke back from the corner.
That's what he's about. He's quite sharp around the pitch, and you see bouncing down there, takes control of the situation. He makes that goal, you know, several touches, didn't he? Driving inside.
I don't think the Ipswich defenders knew what he was going to
do yet, because he is naturally right-footed, but he does like to come inside on that left foot, doesn't he? As I say, makes the right decision. Sometimes with him, he doesn't make the right decisions or the easy options. Just simplify his game, just lends it there. Jack's got a bit of space. I think it actually helps Jack when it just pops up a little bit and he can put his laces through it then.
Sunderland are the last remaining club in the 92 league sides to have won every game that they've led from a winning position this season. Wes Burns, though, picks it up for Ipswich. This is Clarke. Save from Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, I was going to say it won't happen if we keep giving the ball away like we have done as well at times. I think Alex Pritchard it is, isn't it? Trying to play it to this left-hand side, and you see his hands go up on his head straight away. He knows he's give the ball away, and let's have a look. Yeah, well, Trey Humes getting back there, but it's a good save, isn't it? Fingertips from Anthony Patterson round his right-hand side post.
Well, the game's come alive in the last couple of minutes. We've seen a goal, a couple of corners, and a yellow card.
Yep, switch on now defensively. Take care of this corner.
Easy. Job it was who clears it. Poor corner from Ipswich.
Yeah, it was flat, wasn't it? No one in and around that near post area. You know, Job's in there waiting for it, got it covered. There we go. Yeah, and to be fair, I think we have shaded it with a better team. I think we've had better in terms of possession. As I mentioned, both sides have given the ball away.
Here's the goal, Danny.
Let's have a look at it back. Yeah, comes across there and Popsy just sits up nice for him.
Yeah, the keeper's already on the ground
there.
Yes,
unless he's gambling again, possibly, or has he slipped? I'm not sure, seeing it back there. But as you mentioned, it wasn't right in the corner, was it?
No. Nope.
Don't get me wrong, he's caught it sweet and flush. But yeah, I think maybe a minute or two prior to that one where the keeper went early, didn't he, and made the save. That one there, I think he's had a little gamble again.
Elise for Sunderland. Hits the back of Wes Burns, down Ballard, then clears it. Flicked on by Jack Clarke. Really interesting to see how Ipswich react now.
Yeah, good test for them now, isn't it?
No win in the last 5.
No win last 5. Behind at home. Big crowd in there as well behind them. That's important now as well. Don't get too deep now. We've got ourselves in front. Don't just go and sit in and allow Ipswich to pin us into our own half.
Ipswich's last victory was a 2-1 win over Watford on the 12th of December. A lot of football's been played since then by both sides. Half an hour gone, down at Portman Road. Ipswich Town 0, Sunderland 1.
Yeah, I think what we have done, we've frustrated them really well, haven't we, in those areas, not allowed them to, like I've said it a couple of times, not allowed it to pop it into those two midfielders just in front of the back four. Screened it really well.
Pritchard stretching, Job gets there and his court referee plays on.
He's going to go back to it.
Yeah, I think
he's done well there, the ref. I think the first one is a foul and there's no advantage. He has tried to let play go on, but to be fair, once Alex Pritchard's picked it up, he's surrounded by blue shirts, isn't he? It's good refereeing.
Sunderland fans you can hear down at Portman Road. Here on SAFC Live, there they are.
Yeah, good following again, say a couple of thousand down there.
Yeah, sold out away end. Be late getting back as well.
It's actually away side there, isn't it? I think it's on to the right hand side of your screen on that far side. They certainly used to be over on that side.
There's Pritchard. Looking for Ballard, it's cut out by Edmondson. Pritchard gets it back. There's been a good outlet for Sunderland on that right hand side so far. Look with nines forward.
Kick, yeah. He does well initially, Luke. He's surrounded in that corner, just trying to win something, but just runs it out of play, doesn't he?
Even McKenna, I'm saying it's a test of his managerial status, but you know, he's massively overachieved with this side.
In a way, yeah, because everything's gone well for him, hasn't it, so far since he's stepped into the hot seat. But
many people tipping him to be that next name, aren't they?
Testing period for him.
Where's Burns? Always looks dangerous on this right-hand side up against Adji Elise. Burns goes with his left foot. Ekwal gets something on it. Barr jumping high. Makes contact before Taylor. Hume holding up. Pritchard looks forward. Looking for Job. Wolfenden comes across. Into the danger area. Comes all the way through and it's 1-1.
I'm sure what's happened there. It's
Caden Jackson puts it away.
Deflection, it's dropped into his path, hasn't he? He's tucked it away really well, but yeah, a little bit of pressure higher on the ball there, allowed them to pop it through, but it's took as I say there, I'm not sure if it's come off. We'll see it back on the replay as it just sat in Caden Jackson's path there for him to take first time, and he's put it away. 1-1.
Look here, Danny.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit slow getting out here now. Look, somebody needs to go and put pressure on the ball. It's that one there. Well, he's onside yet. Luke O'Neill, wrong foots Luke. Drops in between the two centre-backs. Needs to see it from the angle behind, possibly. Yeah. But he's onto it. I said he's sharp, as he plays on the shoulder. Caden Jackson, that's what he's looking for.
As Pritchard trying to play it out, doesn't he? Looking for a possible handball there.
No, I think it's off his chest, isn't it?
Wolfenden.
It's just this next one for me there. He's had a touch there. Nobody's coming to put a little bit of pressure on him, allowed him to get his head up and to thread a pass.
Bart. Work it down the line. Thanks a throw in. Caden Jackson will see this as an opportunity in the squad to try and keep his place. Ipswich fans want to see a forward recruited in January. It's not enough to go around forwards, is it?
I was going to say they've got a fair few Ipswich. You know, I think we're above them in that queue, to be honest.
Can Clarke get there? He can. Oh, a lovely ball. Suddenly get the corner, do they?
Oh, he's got the goal kick. Oh, Dan Neil saying how. He's had the first touch, hasn't he? I thought, I'm sure, was it Travis maybe that come across and
Dan Neil didn't look like he touched the ball there.
He's frustrated, isn't he? Not too happy, Dan Neil. Making a good run, getting into the box.
He looked like he slammed the brakes on because he knew the defender was going to get a touch, which he did. Anyway, Elise looking for the right forward ball. Maybe a handball there. Job's asking for it. Nothing given. Wolfenden under pressure from Pritchard. The goalkeeper's under pressure here from Job.
I was going to say he's going to run out of pitch in a minute, the goalkeeper, isn't he? Getting further and further back towards his own goal there. Trying to play out with Ipswich, though, back themselves.
Edmondson holds on to it. He comes to a red and white.
Okay, Jackson's gone down
Jackson's
off the ball.
gone down off the ball. Sunderland get a free kick. But the crowd are wondering why Jackson's down. Maybe coming together, him and Luke O'Nine, was it?
He's holding his right calf there, isn't he? His right shin, I think. Let's have a look.
Can you see the top of your screen here? Looks like he's gone down of his own accord.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. His body weight maybe going the other way.
Yeah.
Tweak something.
Hurt himself there. Wasn't me.
It's always one of them. It's difficult for the ref as well if something had have happened, which obviously it doesn't look like it had on there, but he's obviously focusing on the ball, the ref looking the other way. But yeah, just looks like he's okay. Caden Jackson, just body weight maybe going the other way and just felt something.
Hume over the top, looking for Pritchard. Pritchard looking for Barr. Hume. Job gets there.
Good again from Job. Running behind.
Pritchard. Puts one into the middle, looking for Jack Clarke. Ladke comes across and takes it.
I was going to say it's good from Jack Clarke, trying to get inside the full-back, in between full-back, centre-back, get on the end of it. Keeper's on his toes, comes to claim it.
Thought that ball might go back to Wes Burns, and it does. Luckily for Sunderland, Dan Ballard's there on the cover.
Yeah, I don't know what's done really well there. Good starting position from Dan Ballard. You can see Burns has pulled on the shoulder of Adji. Comes across, takes care of the situation.
Now from Clarke. He brings it out of his area. Drops it off to Edmondson. Wolfenden looking for Burns. Elise comes across. I think it comes up Burns there.
Yeah, I thought so. I think the linesman agrees as well. Well, Burns doesn't, and Kieran McKenna both got their arms up. Well, no, I think it's a bit of a strange one. They've had one or two where they've got there, but there, I think, you know, that big loopy switch of play there, you'd fancy Adji, wouldn't you? More like centre-back stroke full-back with the run on him. Will win more of those than he'll lose.
Elise was in the air, and Neil meets it. Davis goes inside. Taylor. Wolfenden. We're looking for Chaplin. Comes all the way through to Wes Burns. Still not clear. Burns goes into the area and a shot on the spin there from Jackson.
Yeah, slices it, doesn't he? A little bit of hesitation in the box there. I think as Dan Ballard wins the first one, nobody goes to challenge for the second one. So Trey takes care of this one, Dan there, and then this one now. Jack's on his heels. It's Clarke that, no, sorry, it's Burns, isn't it? Comes in and takes care of the situation from Ipswich's point of view. But yeah, somebody's got to go and win it, and then say thankfully on the swivel, he doesn't catch it cleanly, Caden Jackson.
Goals from Caden Jackson and Jack Clarke. For the two sides this evening so far.
I'd probably say it's a fair scoreline as well, to be honest. I think both teams have had spells, haven't they? Half chances at either end. They've had one or two themselves.
A few of the injured Ipswich players there in the crowd watching on. Someone would have a free kick. Burns on Elise.
Yeah, George Hurst there in your shot, wasn't it? I think he got the winner, didn't he, at the Stadium of Light earlier in the season.
Certainly did. We're just checking on Adji Elise's health. Van Neal under pressure. Week 9 with space and time. Ekwa. Bar. Oh, he's got the free kick there, Bar. Thought he ran into trouble, but
yeah,
referee's right on top of it.
Edmondson again, wasn't it, involved?
He's not protesting that much.
See it back there, comes into Bart, nicks it past him, and yeah, I think so. I think he's trying to get the other side of him, and Edmondson has got a piece of him. But he's quick in those situations, Bart. We've seen it with the goal earlier, didn't we, off the mark? He's quite sharp.
Pritchard stands over this one.
Ipswich, highline Ipswich there. Was it several blue shirts in the line?
Sunderland certainly have more aerial presence with Elise in the squad. Pritchard delivers. It is towards Elise. Drops to Luke 9. Ballard with the header goes down.
One or two asking for handball. Yes. You say Adji Elise got up well, didn't he? Ball's come back in it. They deal with that one again, Ipswich.
Ekwa goes all the way back. Trey Hume. Bar. What do you make of his first half, Danny?
Abdullah, mixed bag, really, isn't it? And I think, in a way, it sums him up as a player. You know, you get good moments from him. Excellent for the goal, wasn't it? Done well to regain possession, then wriggles his way into the box and sets it up for Jack Clarke. And he's had other moments where he's passed a couple out of play, and I'd like to see him be a little bit more direct and back himself as well up against the fullback here now.
Here he is. Drops it off to Trey Hume. Pritchard. So they get it back.
So you could actually hear Trey Hume there saying, take him on, and there's another one. Too many. Strange half. Both teams have had, well, certainly ourselves, really. I think we've had good possession at times, but we've had 5 or 6 of those, haven't we? Where little 5-10 yarders, your basic passing drills on the training ground, them, and then out of play, and that'll be, you see him there shaking his head, Michael Beale. Frustrating for coaches and the players themselves, really.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of this kind of play from Sunderland all season, really, have we?
No.
Playing it out. Sloppy passes. We've seen play break down.
Yeah. But not perhaps as many in the game, really. We've had, you know, 1 or 2, of course, yeah, but we've had several in this first half already. Another one there.
Closing down there from Jack Clarke.
I'm sure he'd probably say at half-time, Michael Beale, this game's there for us, lads. You know, we've showed in that first half we're more than capable. We've set up well, compact, stole it a few times there, but be tidy. When you're winning it, secure those first couple of passes, beat their press, and then, you know, we're onto their back line, but we haven't done it enough.
Edmondson. Gets it back off Wolfenden. Just the 2 minutes added on down at Portman Road.
Yeah, I think it's about right, isn't it? What was it? Caden Jackson went down in early on. Was that the only one? Not sure, but
2 goals as well.
Yeah.
Ball's played in again from Wes Burns. Such dangerous deliveries them. Dan Neil, Pritchard, Job. It's decent from Sunderland, under pressure. Oop, bit of pushing there right in front of the fourth. I think both managers will want to get their players in and discuss what they've seen.
yeah, I was going to say it'll be similar for Kieran McKenna as well. He'll say similar. You know, they've had 1 or 2 half chances, good openings themselves, mainly coming from this right hand side from Wes Burns, and then tidy in possession. They've been exactly the same as us. 4 or 5 sloppy ones out of play, giving it away cheap. He'll want them to tidy up a little bit and try and get back on track.
Cut out by Trey Hume. We'll look back at all the action so far at half time. Stick around at half-time here on SAFC Live. We're broadcasting around the world, of course. You can take part in the post-game programme. Tell us where you're watching around the world as well. Use the hashtag AskDanny on social media for that one. Ekwa picks up the foul.
Yeah, Ipswich fans not happy. I think he's waiting for the contact, isn't he, Pierre Ekwa? Ball's played into him. Getting pressed from behind. I think it was Travis that come across.
Hume looking for Job. And that's half-time, Danny.
Yeah, and I think the scoreline reflects it really. Both teams, as I said there, had some half chances. The keeper made a save, then we get ourselves in front from that one. And
Ipswich will get us going in a moment. In the second half down at Portman Road. Both managers will want it tidied up a little bit in possession, Danny.
Yeah, they certainly have said that at half-time. They'll both feel that it's one of them, you know, it's there for us to go and win type of thing. They both showed in the first half that they want to try and play. They're trying to pop it through the thirds. But at the same time, both sides were playing it out of play far too often, unopposed really, you know, not under pressure, misunderstanding, no communication between the players, and it happened too often for both teams. So yeah, tidy it up, and then can we try and create some more problems top end of the pitch ourselves.
Here come Ipswich through the legs of Pierre Ekwa. It's Clarke who was making that run. Shot from distance stings the hands of Anthony Patterson. It's not clear either.
Yes, on that right hand side, wasn't it? It was Clarke, the fullback, makes his way across the pitch, a couple of nutmegs, and then feeds it out to Leif Davis. Again, no real pressure on him. And then he pulls the trigger. Minute on the clock, and save from Anthony Patterson, palms it away.
Trey Hume gets the free kick. Of course, it was in Sunderland's last game in the FA Cup where they conceded very early after the...
This time, wasn't it? Yeah.
The half-time.
2-0 down.
Very different game this evening here on SAFC Live.
I was going to say, I said it early on, didn't I? Maybe 10 minutes or so. Nathan Broder, I didn't see any. I can't remember him having too many touches of the ball in the game so far. Very unlike him.
Got in with a couple of runs, but he didn't get far.
He's one of them, though. You know, you think he's having a quiet one, and he pops up with a little bit of skill, a little bit of magic from nowhere, doesn't he?
Did it many times for Sunderland. Ekwa breaks it up in the middle, but possession goes back only momentarily. It's pinging around all over in the middle. Here's Davis. It's that man Nathan Broadhead. Barr intercepts and gets it back. Abdullah Barr puts it. Well, trying to put it past.
Yeah, no, I was
Edmondson.
going to say, yeah, better squared him up there. Edmondson, he didn't want to defend it. And that's what you want to see from Abdullah Barr. Back himself a little bit more. He can run, bit of space in behind.
Edmondson is experienced. He spent time at Rangers before joining Ipswich Town. He's 26 now. This is Adji Elise. Equa. Dan Neil takes it down. Jack Clarke to the left. Job through the middle. Job trying to flick it back to him. Bit of a coming together on the outside of the penalty area. Pritchard fouls. I think it's Travis.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. Maybe off the ball, wasn't it? But did you see there, Dan Neil trying to lend it, wasn't he, into Job? You see what he's looking for, a little flick back into his path. I think it was Wolfenden just gets a toe on it. Travis into the side today for Ipswich in place of Morsey, serving his suspension.
Forward looking for Wes Burns, he's offside.
Flag's gone up eventually. Yeah, he took his time there, the linesman, didn't he? Play's gone on a good 10-15 yards with the ball over the top. Saved Wes Burns. We've seen it a couple of times in the first half, just making that run in behind Adji Elise, and he'll keep on doing it. See him gesturing to the linesman how far, just an inch or so.
Job gives it back to Elise. Nine goes long. Wolfenden cuts it out. And restarts things for Ipswich. Ballard does get there, but he's gone down in the end. Caden Jackson.
Yeah, I think his touch lets him down. Dan Ballard on the first one, then he just gets his body across. You see it now, ball in behind, and there just comes off the end of his boot, and he just gets across. Listen, a little bit of contact, makes the most of it. Caden Jackson waves the finger at the linesman, doesn't agree with it, but always getting given that one.
Former Sunderland player manager and Ipswich Town fan and ex-player,
yep.
Terry Butcher.
Yeah.
Jack Clarke.
Oh,
referee's right on top of that, but Sunderland had the ball
yeah,
there.
I think, just allow play to go on. I think he had a good first half, the referee. You can go back and book him after, but just see how the play develops there, I think. We've got bodies getting forward on this right-hand side. We can't see it from this angle, but yeah, listen, it's a booking, it's a foul, of course it is, but just allow play to go on for another second or two.
Jack Taylor goes in the book. Second player. He joins his teammate Harry Clarke on a yellow card. But yeah, I think, Danny, you're right. The play was developing a bit. However, this is Pritchard territory.
Yeah, it's a good position for the free kick.
Top right-hand side.
Favours certainly the right footed, isn't it? Pierre Equa stood over it as well. But yeah, you fancy Alex Pritchard. Generally in these positions, he takes charge, doesn't he, and gets on the free kicks. Just over 20 yards out, isn't it?
Let's see what he can do from this. Clarke organising his wall. It's a bit disjointed, so there is gaps. Pritchard can get them up and over. Pritchard! Over the top.
Yeah,
went for the knee.
Always too much on it, wasn't it? Say the former Norwich man, so he'll enjoy it if he can. Put one away against the Tractor boys. But yeah, it's always on the rise, always a yard or so over the keeper's crossbar, isn't it?
Sunderland ready to pounce in this press. Job doing the hard graft. Pritchard as well on Wolfenden.
It's good from Ipswich, played the way out of it.
Still going, Wes Burns just drops it off. Chaplin finds Davis. Edmondson. Cut out by Trey Hume. It's kept in play though. Davis is definitely more advanced this half on this left-hand side.
Oh, loose pass.
Does that break for Abdullah Bar? Does. Job's ahead of him. He's gone inside Bar, he's gone down, he's picked up a free kick.
That's got to be a booking, hasn't it? He's had a couple, hasn't he, Edmondson? He had one first half similar on Abdullah Bar on the far side, and I don't think you can disagree with that. Looks like he's going to run him down the line, just comes inside, and yeah, big old unit, isn't he, Edmondson, trying to get turned there to run back with Abdullah Bar.
Bar's got the legs on him
as well. Yeah, I think so, yeah, he's got to back himself, you know. I said it earlier, he's sharp off the mark, Abdullah Bar, you know, 10, 15 yards, just knocked the ball past him now, he's on a yellow card. And as you said there, Leif Davis getting high on the left-hand side for it, there's going to be space for him. Over half an hour to go.
3 Ipswich players on yellow cards. No cards for any Sunderland players yet. Nathan Broadhead is the wall. Oh, maybe did he get a yellow card for that? He shouldn't have. He should have.
Need to do that. Yeah, I think the ref, you know, as he's getting up there, the ref's going to book him anyway. So yeah, just be careful there, Abdullah Bar. It's got a kick, I think, isn't it, off Luke 09. Yeah, they start with a high line there, actually, Ipswich, and they go back in quite early, you see. And then there's not that space for Pritchard. It's not a bad delivery, no space for him to drop it in behind the Ipswich back line.
Fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, we can see they're trying to play. I'm just thinking, actually, now, yeah, you know, Edmondson, he's on the yellow card, he's not left-footed, he's playing left centre-back. Why don't we shape up a little bit more and allow them to play on his side? You know, force him on his left foot, try and get an error out of him.
So they get it back. Well, Jackson jumped in the back of Owen in there.
Well, Luke's looking back towards our goal, and I say Jackson there starts to sprint and almost runs into Luke 09. We'll have to see it back, but he's not happy, is he? Caden Jackson.
Keep an eye on this. He's put his arm
puts his arm up, yeah. Caden Jackson had his glove in Luke 09's face as well, I think, but it's just one of them, I think, as a defender there, you know, you just want to get your body up and try and block the run. Connor Chaplin, say wearing the armband this evening, having a word.
And Neil looking for Jack Clarke. Harry Clarke gets there, and a big challenge afterwards as well.
Yes, just if Jack can just get there and tow it past him. He's away, he's on that yellow card, isn't he, Clarke?
Ekwa. Keeper likes coming out.
Yeah, I think we can just that front line for ourselves. I know pretty much a 2 up the top end of the pitch. They've got to make those channel runs a little bit more there, help out. You see Pierre Ekwa, as the ball's come across, you know, you can see the play's developed and he's on his right foot. And I think Job or Alex Pritchard, can they help him out? Get down the channel for him.
Dan Neil, Pritchard. This is good from Sunderland. Looking for Job. Edmondson gets there ahead of him, drops to Dan Neil though, who finds Abdullah Bar. There's another pass on, but Bar fancies one himself. The pass was on the right-hand side to Trey Hume, maybe. Well,
he apologises, isn't he? But he's got to see that there. You know, Trey's made a 40, 50-yard run. Just feed it out to him on this right-hand side. Space. Very ambitious, isn't it?
Edmondson. Sticking to the principles here, Ipswich.
Yeah, you see what they're all about. There was one, wasn't there, 5 minutes or so ago in this tight area, played out 20, 30 passes or so, got themselves up the pitch, Ipswich, from playing that way, and that's the way, it's drilled into them. Kieran McKenna, he wants them to play that way, doesn't want them to go long. And to be fair, if you've got Caden Jackson, he's not that type of player anyway. If you're going to drop balls into him, Dan Ballard's going to eat them up all day long. Luke O'Nien.
Still working for them. A few passes they put together now. It is cut up by Ekwar. Sunderland look to break. Pritchard gets there. Pritchard knocking it forward for Dan Neil. Can he get there? He can. He's taken out there. It's Wes Burns. That's a yellow card, surely.
I think that's a yellow card, yeah. Well, he's been keen, hasn't he, the ref with a couple of the other ones, and I think they were right decisions. I think there, Dan Neil gets the right side, and that's a booking all day long.
Just took him out.
Yep. He had one at the stadium. Do you remember at the start of the season, he had one like that, and he let it go, didn't he, early on, and then he got booked, and I think it was Trey Hume that got sent off for a similar one when they're coming together later on in the game. Has he booked him now? I think he has. Well, the card's out, yep.
Let's assume so. Whereas Burns goes in the book. Totting up now.
Good ball.
And ball against Job.
Pops up his next lovely ball from Trey Hume, fizzes it into him. Just pops up, I think, on Job as he looked to bring it under control. A few ironic cheers from the Ipswich fans.
I think the referee's been all right this evening.
Yeah, I think overall he has, yeah. Hour gone now as well, and just that one, wasn't it? He could have allowed it to go on, which obviously the free kick from Alex Pritchard up and over the crossbar, but just to let the play develop a little.
Here come Ipswich though, popping it straight through the middle, and that's going to help anyone, is it?
Strange ball, wasn't it? Was it Taylor, wasn't it? Yeah. Not sure what he's looking to get out of that pass, really.
Taylor has stayed down. Oh, nice move. Here comes Broadhead, puts one across. O'Nien gets there. Not cleared yet. Chaplin comes in. Trey Hume. Sunderland got players over. If Hume can find Jack Clarke. Oh, he almost did. Confirmation of that yellow card we've just heard in our ears for Wes Burns. Takes a total of 4 yellow cards to Ipswich Town. Harry Clarke brings it out. Ipswich starting to play like the home side at the moment.
Yeah,
here, Danny.
they've had more control in the second half. I was saying for ourselves again, we're almost playing as the counter-attacking side, aren't we? We've got to be tidier on it when we get it. We've got the ability. We've seen that throughout the season so far. Got to make it count.
It's Clarke. Ballard puts it out. Lise doesn't get there. Wes Burns keeps it alive for Ipswich. Spin in the middle there from Taylor. This is Davis. Goes all the way through. Dan Neil, can he find Pritchard? Momentarily he did. Travis brings it forward now. Now Wes Burns. Stop from Elise. Crazy shouts a handball. Travis. Trying to play in Clarke, and Jack Clarke almost got away. Play continues, everyone's stopped. Chaplin might break here for Ipswich. Good save from Patterson.
Flag stayed down as well.
Job gets an important foot in, which Abdullah Bar will chase after.
Yeah, I'm just thinking now, are we looking a little bit leggy? They're penning us back. You can hear the crowd are getting up as well behind Ipswich. It's Michael Beale Just thinking of a change or two, possibly. Get a bit of energy into us. Gives us a breather there. Yes, it might have said there's one or two shouts, wasn't there? But there, a little give and go. Reverse pass, wouldn't track the run. Good save again. Anthony Patterson to his right-hand side.
Harry Clarke it was with the shot.
Yeah, I think he helps him out by lifting it, doesn't he, as well, rather than trying to pass it into that bottom corner.
And Clarke, he joined from Arsenal after many loans. Ballard, Elise, Dan Neil now. Pierre Ekwa. Trey Hume looking forward. Cut out by
We've actually
Edmondson.
played really well, haven't we? Tight area from a right-back position there, worked it well across the pitch, and there we go.
First change of the evening. Abdullah Barb making way for Adil Al-Shish, Danny. What do you make of that?
Well, I just think it's a straight swap on this right-hand side. We'll have to see. He doesn't look too happy there, Abdullah Barb coming off, but yeah, do you know what? He's had a mixed game, hasn't he? Decision-making, I think, is key for him moving forward. I think for the goal, good play, composure, got his head up, worked his way into the box, puts it on a plate for Jack Clarke. But then other ones, the one we seen a minute ago, Trey Hume getting outside him on the right side, just give it to him, he's got space and goes for the speculative one, doesn't he, from what, 30 odd yards. It's got to be some strike to beat the keeper. So yeah, it's just something he's got to work at, and I think that's why he finds himself in and out of the team, you know, more often than not. And he'll be frustrated himself with it, and so will the players and himself when he's out on the pitch, and the fans probably as well. Just got to simplify his game, I think, for me at times.
Michael Beale there speaking to Michael Proctor. Dodds is there as well. In the background, looks like Ipswich are preparing to make a change themselves. Ballard striding out with it. Clips one forward. Job tries to get his body in the way. Oh, he almost got in now.
We got there.
Sunderland might take advantage.
Oh,
it's Al-Shish with his first touch.
Well, yeah, it would have been his second, wouldn't it? Just pops up and the keeper gets away with one. Big opportunity. Let's have a look back now. Yeah, he's trying to thread those balls, isn't he? The goalkeeper, you can see. It's Job, isn't it? Gets a toe on it and there. Pops up and, well, I've just mentioned, what if I just mentioned composure there, and he knows as it sits up. Yeah, slices across it outside of the boot and past the post, and well, it would have been some introduction, wouldn't it, for him off the bench, Al-Shish. Big opportunity.
But does that now play in the mind of Landke when he's trying to play it
Possibly,
back?
yeah. You're saying it there, weren't we? That's the way they want to play. You can see the centre-backs are splitting. It's a risky game. It's good when it comes off, and when it doesn't, you give the opportunity to the opposition. That's what's happened.
Shooting too much on that one, actually comes back off Davis. Change.
Triple
soon.
substitution, I think, isn't it, for Ipswich?
One of them was Dominic Ball. He's a midfielder. A couple of changes in the midfield this evening for Ipswich. I don't think Chaplin can have any complaints there.
Well, I think he has actually looked at the referee, hasn't he, and said, you what, but yeah, he's on the back of Dan Neil.
Right.
There we go.
Here we go then. Jeremy Sarmiento is one of them, as well as Dominic Ball. Jackson comes off.
Yeah, Kane Jackson, Wes Burns as well coming off. And then Travis as well, making way.
There's Burns.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy, does he, at all? Yeah, strange one. I said, you know, I think Nathan Broadhead's had a really quiet game. Wes Burns been involved in some good moments for them, but Nathan Broadhead stays out on the pitch. And Wes Burns didn't look too happy to be making way, did he?
Get those all confirmed and on your screen for you. Broadhead looks like he's gone through the middle now.
Yeah, a little tweak in the system there. Furthest man forward, isn't he? Taking the place of Caden Jackson, top end of the pitch.
Job still running up there for Sunderland. Sheesh tries to get it back. Of Wolfenden might break here for Ekwar. Trey Hume now. Sheesh. Stolen by Omari Hutchinson. It's just come on.
I just thought last 5 minutes or so, Sunderland had that big opportunity and just feeling like they're having a bit more control on the game. Ipswich started the second half well, didn't they? Had a good 10-15 minutes and then...
Well, I wonder if the doubts will set in for Ipswich as the game progresses and they don't get
possibly
ahead because, you know, they're in a bit of a bad run at the moment. 3 draws, 4 draws in the last 5, 1 defeat as well. Did win in the FA Cup last time out against AFC Wimbledon on Saturday. Championship football is different. It's confirmation of those subs coming about with your screen. Ekwar's fouled.
Yeah, I don't think he's going in the box. It's loose ball, isn't it, between the two of them there? And I think
it's not a yellow card, is it? He hasn't given
Taylor.
one.
I think Taylor's making the most of it. Yeah, he just tries to poke the ball through his legs, doesn't he?
Broadhead offside. He
was. Good line, yeah. Held the line well. The lads at the back.
Did do that quite a lot of
Goes
Sunderland,
early,
remember,
yeah,
Nathan?
Just got to keep an eye on Leif Davis, the left back. You see again driving in the pitch. Adil Sheesh off the bench there. He's got to match his runs. You see there, he is offside.
Meanwhile, Pritchard's got it at the other end. Brings in Jack Clarke, gets back on side. Elise, Pritchard. Dan Neil. Sheesh. Tries to get the return ball off Trey Hume. Edmondson watches it out. Still plenty time left in this game for someone to go and get the winner.
Just look at, say from their point of view, changes at the top end of the pitch, isn't it?
Yeah, they're going for it.
Not settling for the point.
Oh, stolen by Pritchard, but he can't get up. Oh, he's hurt himself there as well, I think.
Yeah, fell awkward on his shoulder, I think.
Play continues meanwhile. Let's hope he's all right, Alex Pritchard. Possible opportunity. Gone for the corner, has it, off Hutchinson's shot.
Yeah, we just get caught out on that left-hand side, don't we? Oh, gets fizzed across, a little bit of space for him there. Both, I think, comes off the side of Luke O'Nien in the end.
Murray Hutchinson on loan from Chelsea.
Yeah, it's okay, Alex Pritchard. You see him getting back in there now. I think the Ipswich fans were actually thinking he was appealing for a foul, but he'd just gone over on his shoulder, I think.
Still holding it a bit there, Danny.
Yeah, left shoulder.
Corner comes in. Corner count's been very low for a Sunderland match.
Yeah, good from Dan Ballard again, just attacks it, doesn't he? Ball comes in there, makes it his.
Hutchinson. Wolfenden. Hutchinson gets it back. Dan Neil thought he got it back, but he hasn't got any help there. Sunderland have got plenty of bodies back, but they can't clear it. Ekwan blocks it.
Dan Neil's asking for a foul. I think he reads the Cruyff turn and then feels like he's being pulled, but the lads have got to react and get round him, play to the whistle. We stopped, allowed the ball to come into the box.
Hutchinson having an immediate impact on that right-hand side.
Yeah, seeing a bit of the ball, isn't he?
Here he is again. Trey Hume gets an important touch. Sheesh gets himself across.
Don't give a foul away there. Yeah, no, you're appealing it, but just see it out of play. Too keen to try and win it, going nowhere on the touchline. Give Ipswich the opportunity to put the ball in the box. Say since they made those changes now, they're having a spell again, Ipswich, aren't they?
Busy penalty area on Portman Road. Leif Davis with the cross. Ballard's brave, but it goes in. And it's the captain this evening, Connor Chaplin.
Yeah, not the biggest, is he? But it's a decent delivery in. He just stays out. It's that outswinger, comes away from the line. And as I said there, Adil Sheesh could have got us in the lead, had the opportunity, puts it past the post there, and it's lazy defending. Gives away a cheap free kick. The ball ends up in the back of the net, 2-1 Ipswich. See Chaplin there, hasn't done a lot there, stands still, nobody's picking him up, and then it's not even good movement as such. He's almost stood there, and the ball just finds him. Keep your eye on him there, penalty spot. Look, we're deep, nobody there, a couple of yards forward, and the pace is on the ball in, just meets it, and it's past Anthony Patterson before he knows it. And that's from our own errors, really, isn't it, in a way? As I say, they're naive on the touchline. From a position, finding ourselves in front, 2-1 behind, 15 minutes to go.
Connor Chaplin's top goal scorer this season now, and 9 goals in all competitions. It's been quite quiet during the game as well, but he's there when he needed to be, and now Sheesh was involved in a golden opportunity. Was involved in the free kick.
Do you know what we always say, he's always involved, isn't he, when he's similar to Abdullah Bar in a way, really. Some good things and then some basic things like that.
Danny straight from the kick-off, and Ipswich coming forward. Dan Neil tries to wrestle it back for Sunderland, picks up the free kick as well.
Yeah, got to get going again. Still a long time to go in the game. 15 minutes plus to get back into it.
Here's Al-Sheesh. Still in play, or had it gone out? Benayan.
Maybe thinking of Roosin on the bench there. Obviously, looking at top end of the pitch, we need to get a goal, get back into it. Give him 15 minutes or so.
Pritchard. Release it. Ekwa. Jack Clarke. Pritchard gets it back to Jack Clarke.
Oh, do you know what? I fancied him to chop back himself, inside himself there, inside Wolfenden, pull the trigger. He's trying to lay it off.
Here's Trey Hume. Elise. Clarke goes down, gets a free kick.
Oh,
Elise now for Sunderland, possible opportunity. Oh, went past them both. Trey Hume keeps it alive.
oh, big opportunity there. And Sheesh again, isn't it? Is it just behind him? We'll see it back. We take it. Ipswich switch
Joe,
off into Elise. Feeds a lovely ball across, and yeah, it's on his left foot behind him. Can Joe give him a shout? Either way, neither of them get on the end of it. And then let's have a look. Oh, is it foul? See, Trey doesn't do a lot wrong there for me.
And Sheesh almost on the end of that one. And this is the turning point in the game.
Do you know what? There's not a lot of contact in it, but he's waiting for that little
Davis
bit of contact. Yeah, don't go too tight. He's 2 yards from the touchline, and then listen, it's a lovely ball in.
From Davis, who
but
won
nobody's
the free
picking him up. You know, we've got everybody back there. We're a big side. You know, everybody's complained over the last couple of seasons. We're not the biggest, but we've got some good height out there. But sometimes it's not about that. It's switching on and it's picking up. And Chapman doesn't do a lot. He just stands still, and then all of a sudden he goes, oh, do you know what? There it is. Bang, paces on the ball in. Back of the net.
He's probably the smallest player on the pitch.
Yep.
Connor Chaplin.
Well, he may argue Alex Pritchard's out there.
Nice football there from Ipswich. Bring it over the halfway line. Jack Taylor. Oh, he tries to drop it off there for Sarmiento, but it goes out of play. It's funny how that's still happening in the game.
That's still happening, yeah. Do you know what? There's been some good quality at times in the game, but some sloppy play as well, isn't it, for two sides who were up there. And again, I think this one, Pierre Ekwar gets caught on it. I was going to say similar position, a couple of yards closer in towards the goal, isn't it? But stood over it again. Leave Davis. So I'm saying there, I mean, you look at the height we got there. Ekwar, Joe's back there, isn't he? Dan Ballard, Luke O'Nine's decent in the air. Hume's decent in the air.
Inside the final 10 minutes of normal time.
There we go again.
Oh, it's at the post! Wolfenden it was at the far post.
Well, big opportunity. I think the first one as well, whoever it was near post, was it Chaplin again? I'm not sure. Doesn't get enough on it or anything on it. And then
I don't think he got anything on it.
Yeah,
we'll see it back
at the far post.
when we can. I think the referee there, Pritchard, is dispossessed by Chaplin. Wolfenden just hit the post there for Ipswich. Jack Clarke shoulders it down to Dan Neil. Almost broke through. Found Sheesh. Clarke and Clarke going at it. Trey Hume with a big challenge.
Oh, they both stayed down there. What's he give there? Does he give a free kick? The card's out.
It's a yellow. It's Sarmiento who's down, holding his chest.
See it back there, somebody's going in the butt. Well, first viewing I thought it just looked like a loose ball 50-50 challenge. We'll have to see it back. Trey's just getting back to his feet. I think he's going to be okay.
I think Trey might be getting a yellow card though. It's in his hand.
Well, we're going to have to see it back. I think, well, Luke's probably arguing the case, is he, that Trey's gone in for a loose ball. Let's have a look. There. Do you know what? I don't see anything wrong with that. It's a fair challenge. They both slid in for the ball. It's a 50-50. So I'm not sure who he's booked there. Has he booked?
He's booked Hume because Ipswich have the ball in the possession. Trey Hume has got the yellow card despite sliding in and winning the ball.
Strange, yeah, and he's just seen there having a word with the fourth official. Nothing wrong with that for me.
Meanwhile, Naz Russen's going to be coming on for Sunderland. He's going to replace Alex Pritchard, I think. It was 21 that was up.
There we go, yeah. Yeah, I thought maybe a few minutes ago, you know, once we've conceded there, get a striker out there, can we get back into it? Well, he's got probably around 10 minutes or so, hasn't he?
Playing about something.
Yeah, something down and out. Maybe the free kick we're giving away, possibly. I'm not sure, but he's not happy, is he, Alex Pritchard?
Well, Russen scored in his last league game for Sunderland. And Sunderland need a goal now in the final 6 or 7 minutes of this game. Oh, Chaplin!
Got themselves in a mess again.
They're asking for a
Well,
handball.
they're asking for a penalty. I think they're on about Luke O'Nien.
Took him out.
Yeah, it starts there, ball down the channel, and Trey doesn't quite get enough on it there. So he pokes it past Luke O'Nien. Let's have a look.
Oh, if anything, Hutchinson goes into O'Nien.
Do any of them get any of the ball? Let's have a look. Yeah, Luke gets a bit of the ball, doesn't he, actually? And see Hutchinson straight away, he's not appealing it.
No.
And then Chaplin. Dan Ballard getting the block off his knee. Behind for the corner.
Broadhead will take the corner. Referee just wants a word with the personnel in the middle. Ball. Hutchinson. Ball gets it back. Hutchinson's continued his run. It's back to Chaplin. Chaplin. Sarmiento also got a yellow card in that coming together,
yeah.
Danny. So at least both players
have gone in for a 50-50 and both players got booked. So I don't get that. Where's he see a foul in there then? I don't get it. It was just a standard 50-50. Both players committed, both come off with a bit of a knock. So I don't get that at all.
Can Sunderland get something out of this game as Dan Ballard brings it forward? Jack Clarke. Job. Elise now. Ekwa. Couldn't find Russen. I don't think Russen's touched the ball yet, Danny.
No, he hasn't had the one down the line, did he? I think Edmondson come across and cleared it. Here we go, counter-attack.
Connor Chaplin bringing it away over the halfway line for Ipswich Town. Puts it on the right-hand side where Hutchinson is. Dan Ballard gets across, though, with an important interception and then takes it up the field himself.
Yeah, it was a chance, wasn't it, for Ipswich on the counter. Loose pass from Chaplin.
Russen won't give this up. Ball's gone out.
Sunderland, yeah, I think it's come off the boards up the top of the stand. Just looking now, can we get that one opportunity? Get Russen into the game, as you're saying. Get back on level terms.
Hume. It's the back of Davis. Goes out for Sunderland throw. Final 3 minutes now. Jack Clarke. Luke O'Nien. Can Ekwa keep it in? He can. Cross comes in from Luke O'Nien. Wolfenden smokes it into the crowd.
He's gone out. Has it gone out?
I didn't think it looked like it'd gone out. It looked like it was on the line, if anything.
Just look at Luke O'Nien and both Trey Hume's reactions. They're not sure, are they?
There's going to be more changes. That looks like Marcus Harness. And in Sunderland's technical area, was it Mason Burstow?
I think it was, yeah.
I think we might see them now. Mason Burstow's coming on for Job. Nathan Broadhead goes off. Marcus Harness comes on. It's a League One name for you, Marcus Harness. Now established in the Championship with Ipswich Town. Who could be back to winning ways unless Sunderland could find something in the final minute plus added time here at Portman Road.
Yeah, got to keep going and say couple of strikers on the pitch for Sunderland now. Can we get them into the game? Say Clarke is against us. Oh, it's just another one of those.
I don't think I've seen it happen so much.
No. So I can't remember seeing the game and Anthony Patterson's reaction there.
Releasing under pressure now from Chaplin. Patterson. Goes into Ekwa. Elise, bobbling ball to Ballard. Gets it back. Pumps it forward.
Slice from the goalkeeper, yeah.
5 minutes will be added on. Quick throws taken. He's Jack Clarke. Can't get round his man, and then foul given against Jack Clarke.
Yeah, there's that one back. Yeah, see, he tries to chest it in, I think, actually, in the
Doesn't touch it.
Wolfenden at the far post, a couple of yards out. I think he's trying to be a little bit clever there. Chaplin trying to chest it in rather than putting his head on it. And Wolfenden a couple of yards out. Say angles against him possibly, but yeah, he's got to back himself there to tuck that away and put the game to bed.
Could be Sunderland's 12th defeat of the season. Ipswich would return to second if the scores remain the same. But Sunderland have got 4 minutes to try and get something out of this. Like you said, Danny, they've got forwards on. Burstow and Roosen. Here's Trey Hume. Dan Neil now. Jack Clarke. Dan Neil. Too much on it. He knows it.
Yeah, as you see, the ball goes out to Jack there. They're getting 3-4 bodies around him and space opens up for Dan. He's got time and space and he'll be disappointed. You know, you've got runners in there, as you say, Burstow, I think it was, pulling far stick area. Just too much on it.
The famous face in the middle there.
Lee Howie.
Also represented both clubs, I think.
Yeah, making the trip down.
Maybe another change in the moment for Ipswich, it looked like. Harness makes way down the left-hand side. In no hurry to take this, though. On a Chaplin. Twanzebi's going to come on for him. He's got the match winner so far. Connor Chaplin. They're just going to shear it up with a defender.
Yeah, I think he's had moments in the game, hasn't he? It's his goal back now. Just say, it's the ball in really that makes it, isn't it? Decent delivery. Just pulls it away from the Sunderland back line, and he doesn't have to do too much, just meets it with his forehead. And he enjoyed that one. And that, as it stands, looks like it's going to be the 3 points from that man's forehead.
Axel Twanzebe. Referee given here, goal kick. Dan Bollard under pressure. Sheesh will be disappointed with his appearance this afternoon.
Yeah, he will be. Yeah, and that's what I said earlier on, isn't it? When if you're disappointed, you're not starting games, and he's been himself similar to Bart in and out of the team throughout the season, really. But you've got to make an impact on the game, and unfortunately for him today, it's been a negative one, hasn't it? Giving that free kick away, having a big opportunity to put us in front just before it as well. I'm not sure, as you say, Rusin, I'm still not sure he's touched the ball, has he, since he's come off the bench, sorry.
Well, it'll be interesting to see his touch map after the game. He's just gone down off the ball. First up. Not sure he's touched the ball either. And McKenna, look at the watch.
Obviously, that's time. Obviously, they've made that change a moment or two ago, didn't they? Twanzebe coming on. There it is, yeah.
Some of that one up then, Danny.
Well, that man's delighted, isn't it? I think in the way you look at it, taking the lead, as you said earlier on, and then have to get that goal soon after we taking the lead. Disappointing in terms of that as well. Can we get a bit more pressure? Fortune about it.